welcome to my channel. This is the Whisper of the Walls. It was an old house, not the kind with a creaky floorboard or dusty attics and cobwebs in every corner, but a house that whispered. It wasn't your typical home, not one you'd find in a neighborhood or see every day. It was a house you stumbled upon by accident, like stumbling into a hidden clearing in the woods. And it was always there, shrouded in mist and mystery. The locals called it the Whispering House, and they steered clear of it after sunset. They said the house only whispered at night, just before dawn. It would start with a low rumble, like distant thunder, then it would grow louder, becoming a cacophony of whispers and moans. Some said the house was haunted, that it was hiding some dark secret, and the only way to silence the whispers was to uncover the truth. One day, a young woman named Alara decided she wasn't afraid. She found the address in an old, worn book, and it took her through winding roads and across a rickety old bridge until she saw it, the house. It was beautiful, a Victorian mansion with peeling paint and overgrown vines, but it was silent. As she walked up the path, she could feel the ground trembling beneath her feet, as if the house itself were breathing. When she knocked on the door, it felt like an eternity before it creaked open. Inside, everything was covered in dust. Cobwebs hung from the chandelier, and the air was thick with the smell of decay. But as Alara explored, she could feel the presence of someone else, a sadness that lingered in the halls. She found a diary in the attic, its pages filled with the elegant script of a bygone era. It belonged to a woman named Serafina who had lived in the house with her husband and daughter. The entries told a story of love and happiness, but also of fear, of whispers that echoed through the night. Then came the storm, a raging tempest that shook the house to its foundations. And in the end, only silence remained. When the last page was turned, the whispers began. Alara could hear them now, the voices of the past, reaching out from their graves to tell their story. And as the first rays of dawn peeked through the dusty windows, she understood. The whispers weren't evil, they were sad, and they weren't trying to scare her, they were trying to tell her their story. The house wasn't haunted, it was heartbroken. When Alara left that house, the whispers followed her down the path, down the road, and into her life. She carried their story with her, a reminder that sometimes the scariest monsters are just lonely ghosts looking for someone to hear their story. If you enjoyed this tale, please subscribe for more.